Hi guys, welcome back to another tips and tricks video. This time we're going to be going through Vertigo, similar idea to the Mirage video. Mainly smoke, some wall bangs, a couple of mollies I think in this one as well, and then I'll just go through a couple of general tips that you can use in any map really that will help you, but I do give some examples of how it works in Vertigo itself. We'll touch on the other maps when I get through them. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. The first tip for Vertigo is I've got four nades for you here. Two smokes, a molly and a HE grenade. So the first smoke is from this angle. Less used, but I feel like this one is a really good smoke that people should start using. You want to line up in the middle of this panel where this full shadow finishes. And you just want to aim at the top corner of the building. It's just a left click throw. And what you'll see here is this nade actually bounces all the way back up to the headshot box and gives you full cover up to here. Paired with the second smoke, I'll show you. Crouch, aim here, jump throw. You will get complete cover coming up ramp. The only place you really need to worry about is anyone trying to push up headshot here on the boost, people playing short, and potentially people being boosted up on this back box. The next two nades are a molly and a HE. So for the molly, you want to come into this corner, and this is to clear out short. What I like to do is stand up, you aim in at this little grey square here, this corner, left and right click throw, and then you nade here, left and right click throw. So what you'll see here is I've got a bot there obviously taking damage, you can hear. So the molly spread is very big, it comes all the way up here, so if you've got a player holding up gap, you'll see anyone that's forced this way. And for the nade here, I'll show you it being thrown. It bounces over, so as this player was still in the molly, but as this player tries to push out of the molly, they get hit by a nade. It did 26 when he stood here, so obviously you could get a 50 HP nade here, maybe even the kill going off the back of the nade. Okay, so we're over here at the next tip, and it's just regarding wallbangs here down onto ramp. A lot of players like to just spam the metal fence here, but in the most recent range we saw people spamming this wood instead. So I'll show you from the wood, and this is headshots here through the wood, body shots doing 69 damage and 20 damage, but through the fence here, we only do 40 damage for headshots and 11 damage for body shots. Just a lot more effective for just ever so slightly different position, and you can obviously hit all the way down and spray through here. Show you can cover anyone sat down here. Obviously these two players are the two I've been using. But yeah, just a lot more effective to shoot through the wood. Obviously does more damage with pistols as well. So USP on pistol round, you can maybe pick up a frag or do 60-70 damage before someone pushes up on sight. Next tip is a molly, mainly for CTs. I like to use it mainly on pistol round. I think if you want to buy a molly, especially if you're the B player, often in my games I feel like Rush A on Vertigo is a common strat. So a molly, you want to get yourself up into this corner, and where this writing is here, just a bit below that. You don't want to aim too low because you'll hit the wall and it'll bounce back into you. If you aim a little bit higher, you'll still get the same result, it just won't be as effective. Aim around here and just left click throw. What you do is it lands on the box straight away, burning your sight planter and covering the rest of the sight. So if anyone's pushing, anyone's trying to boost on top of the box, they're getting damage. I'll show you what happens if you aim a bit too high. So if we aim just below the writing, what'll happen is the molly actually just goes too far, but it does spread to the planter. However, the planter will probably get the bomb plant off before they die, so they'll be able to move. Whereas if you get the better lineup, the lower lineup, you'll get this one right on top of them. We're over here now on B stairs for the next tip, and this one is just a boost, so it just gives you a different entry to the site. Often players will just run up here blindly, especially if you're on maybe low util rounds, you don't have flashes to flash people off these angles. You can use this maybe with a deagle, just to get you a free kill, get entry to B site, maybe get you a free round win. So what you want to be doing is you want to get up on top here, and then it's a crouch jump. So once you're up here, you can't be seen from sight. You could be seen if someone gets aggressive up on railings, and you can be seen if someone's playing aggressive here. but presumption is if you've cleared this, you've probably spammed here. Maybe you've had molly if you do have util. And then next, just want to be aiming as if you're gonna aim for the headshot player and peek up. Ideally, someone will be there. They might be here. Could be playing here as well as a little bit of an offer angle. Yeah, this should get you 3 kills. I'll now show you a clip from in-game just to show you how this angle will work. Here's a clip from in-game of this boost in action. So as you can see, we're on the railing here. I'm on the metal post as mentioned before, and he's just on the actual railing part of the rail. I'll jump up and remain crouched as we can see here. And when I stay crouched, they can't see me on sight. So as you can see, there is 2 players there. They have no idea I'm boosted up here. So this is perfect really to get the surprise of rather than pushing up the stairs. As you can see here, we'll roll it. And I take both kills down, open the sight. We're now in a 4v3 with the last round of this overtime, and we go on to win the game thanks to that entry, just because of the boost and giving us a different entry point rather than the stairs. We are over here on B site now for your next set of smokes, and I've got you 1 molly as well from here. So your first one you want to get here, in line with this nut, and then up to where my crosshair is. You can now use obviously the new lines to get this perfect. Jump throw. The next one you want to come right into this corner, aim here and high, and throw. These 2 smokes land on either side of E-box. This one is obviously good because it makes it hard if someone boosts on the back there to see over. They have to kind of shoot through giving the position away. And I like this one because it limits the ability to push around the back. So a lot of smokes land short here, and it leaves it open for the back. So people can, TTs can lurk out, but it also allows Ts to get close and be safe in the smoke without being watched getting here. And then you can get a free kill potentially when the smoke clears. The next nade is a molly. What you want to do is you want to line up here with the edge of this part of the box, aim around here in between this section, and just throw. Goes over and lands headshot, clearing anyone out playing there and clearing out playing behind the pillar. So it gives you free access to sight. Maybe they have to come this way, but paired with another molly there, or they will have to back up into the smoke. The next molly I have for you is on site. You're potentially in a post-plant situation. You've got your smokes down. You're safe to do this. I wouldn't be doing this if you've not got your smokes down, to be honest, as it leaves you very vulnerable while you've got it, unless you know you've got a teammate pushed up here. You want to jump on this box just on the edge, and this pole here just at the top, left-click throw. We'll go through the post and land on the sandbags, and this just gives you a full molly for window guardian, whatever people want to call it, and obviously all the way down, so it forces players to either have to wait, buying you the 7-second timer of a Molotov, or push through CT, where potentially you have people waiting to mow them down as they come through. The next tip is really just to utilize this pole more when you are rotating from, if you're the mid player and they've taken B site, or you are the A player and you're coming through to retake B. This pole gives you really good bounces, 4 Molotovs and grenades. That Molotov fully covers site almost, bar this very edge and the plant spots near the ramp there. Mollies like that can completely stop the plan. Even if you're a T later in the round and you're maybe a late lurk mid, completely stop a defuse if they've not got smoke on there. Just a really good nade spot to safely throw nades while the smokes are down without having to, peek out here to throw your molly, peek around here and trying to bounce it off the wall. Just a really easy way to safely throw nades. The next tip I've got for you is a flashbang for B stairs. Early round, players will be coming here. It's simple for taking control of just this first part of stairs. You could have AWPers or M4s pushing you just on this angle here, and you can just flash them off, potentially get a free kill. So what you're going to do is you want to line up here, and what I like to do is I like to bounce it off the wall so that it comes down. So that's useful because, let me show you as this player is pushing, as it sort of lands behind the wall so they don't see it. What a few players I've seen doing games, they just like to kind of throw it through and all the way through. So if we do the same again and we stand out here, we also get blind while we're out here because the flash is popping here, and it's actually also popping behind this player playing here. So these will get less blind than us. You want to try and make sure it hits the wall to land around this area, so it blinds them but doesn't blind us. So the next tip is just a general Counter-Strike tip. Everyone wants to be the guy that's top of the leaderboard, getting all the frags, clutching every round, getting the entry frags, hitting headshots every kill, but sometimes that's not possible. And whether you're bottom fragging in the game, middle fragging, sometimes you've got to utilize that player that is hitting his shots, and throwing effective flashbangs is the best way you can do that for them, for any teammate really, even if it's someone throwing for the bottom fragger. Often you'll see people just throw flashes. So if we hit ramp here, for example, this flash just pops in the middle of nowhere, blinds everyone trying to come up ramp, blinds everyone on site. Great, everyone's blind, but your ramp entry can't get frags. What is a better idea is to learn flashes that don't blind your teammates as they're pushing through. So this one, same lineup as the molly, left and right click throw, they're exactly the same. Just goes over the wall. So anyone coming up ramp will get a little bit flashed by that, but this flash isn't for the ramp player really, or a short player. So when they're coming up here, this flash, a little bit blind here, not blind at all, a few pixels back. So anybody playing close short here is full blind. Anybody playing up on headshot there is getting full blind. And it just utilizes your player pushing up short to get free kills. Just moved over to B here just to show you what I'm talking about with the flashes. I'm showing you one on A. What I like to do is when I've thrown my smoke, and I like to throw this molly every round when we're pushing B, is just chucking a smoke outside of the map here is really useful once you've got players pushing. So I wouldn't throw this flash too early, but you obviously don't want to be throwing it while your players are top ramp, upstairs. They'll be full blind, no useful, just the same as a ramp. But as they're coming round here, potentially they've pushed up close, potentially they've pushed around the back of white box and they're on site. This flash obviously hits them slightly, but nothing the same as what it will do to the CT. So maybe Molly, you've got someone off angle here, full blind. Potentially you've got someone holding close here, E-box. Same result, it's a full blind, and maybe the same there for back pillar. If someone swings out right, they will get full blind as well. It just really amplifies the ability of your entry fraggers to get the kills. Another general tip here for any map, but I feel like Vertigo is one of the specific maps I see it on a lot, is a lot of players are very one dynamic. They will do the same thing every round. So for CTs, a lot of players will like to rush up over here, peek, shoot, either get a kill or they will die, or they will like to play headshot every single round. They might get a kill, or they might just keep getting swung, flashed off the angle, mollied, insta headshot as someone comes up the stairs. Try every round and play somewhere different. Mix it up. Like, get aggressive one round when you know you can. Maybe you're playing into pistols, so if you're playing into pistols, you probably don't. It's probably a round you don't want to get aggressive. You don't want to give P250s and Glocks and Tech 9s that close quarter angle. So an eco round would be great to maybe play further back, play really deep into sight and watch the angle. Yeah, just change it up a little bit. Sometimes maybe don't fully push, play close, play behind red, use ninja spots, use behind there, play up on different angles, just to make it so the T's have to think when they're entering the site. Maybe they forget an angle and you get a free double kill, triple kill as they're in the site. The last tip of the video here that we're going to be going through is regarding pro play and utility. So a lot of players obviously watch pro play and they'll see their favorite player throwing 10, 15, 20 different smokes a game, and it's just not feasible for your average evening player after work to remember that many smokes. So just a good basis really is what I like to go through, is just to have two a site, one a site at a push, but two ideally, just so, for example, on Vertigo here, most teammates know this smoke for this area. Not many people throw this bouncing one, which is just a bit better than here. It covers your short player from headshot. It makes this player have to overextend if they want to play. Just learning this one can give you such a massive advantage on playing your A site on Vertigo. Um, the same for every map. There's always going to be a smoke that's just a little bit better than the one that's thrown. And if you can just be the guy in your team that knows that smoke, you can just improve your win rate massively, and the games can be more enjoyable that way. Okay, guys, that's the Vertigo tips and tricks video finished. I hope you enjoyed, and I do hope you learned at least one thing from the video. If you want another map doing, please let me know in the comments, and I will get that done for you. Yeah, like yesterday, I'll leave my socials in the description, so you can go and check them out if you get time. Hopefully next week I'll be able to stream on Twitch, and we'll get some Face It games played. I'm just currently on the verge of level 10. So hopefully we can get some level 10 grind going and some elo gained. Thank you for watching.